What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a Karen Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
mate. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court Game Day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's Friday night game day will feature the Fireballs and the Chargers. Let's begin with player introductions for tonight's game day. We'll be introducing first the away team, the Fireballs. Out first, number 10, Joseph. Number 48, Cabrera. Number 23, Ikeda. Number 28, Lalu. Number 21, Urrutia. And the captain, number 87, Arat. And now the home team, the Chargers. From Miami, Florida, number 8, Jedin. From Brooklyn, New York, number 4, Bradley. From San Sebastian in the Basque Country, number 46, Arta. From New Haven, Connecticut, number 32, Ubia. From Noain in the Basque Country, number 91, Iturbide. And the captain from San Sebastian in the Basque Country, number 54, Zulaika. And with that, the players salute you, the fans, and we are ready to begin tonight's game day. And with the introductions aside, want to welcome everybody into another Friday night edition of the Fall 25 Battle Court season. I'm Andrew Bleckman, joined alongside Stu Diamond to bring you tonight's matchups between the Fireballs and the Chargers. How you doing tonight, Stu?
Doing well. We're going to get right to it. Ikeda's in position to make the serve and start tonight's game day.
Yes, 2 singles and 4 doubles on the slate tonight, beginning with 4th Division singles, Ikeda and Arta. Both players making their debut in singles with this match.
Ikeda serves, we begin. Here's Arta on the backhand, hard throw to the inside. Robote, that rebound off the back wall. Robote forehand by Ikeda to the inside. Arta on the bounce, backhand. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Inside placement will score for Arta. Arta first up on the board this evening for the Chargers. He serves.
These two have played a very competitive series over their Battle Court careers. 5 matches that span over the last 4 seasons. Ikeda's won 3 and Arta's won 2. Last year, Ikeda got the better of Arta, but here starts off with a beautiful inside placement shot from the costado. When you got so many shots, the inside usually open.
Here's the backhand by Ikeda. Arta, backhand from the 9 line, wall to wall. Robote coming way up. Ikeda's on it, sends it to the inside. 2 pass. Ikeda goes up the wall, comes down with the ball, back from the forehand. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Here's Arta. Arta tried to take it on the bounce. In and out of the cest it goes. We're all tied up, 1-1. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
Yeah, sometimes you get in there with the right side, the ball wants to pop out of the basket if you don't control it properly. Arta's surprised, one that he believes he should have had too. And gets Ikeda the first point in this match.
Arta down low, brings it in. Here's the backhand. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Arta moves up. Robote to the inside. Ball tipped at the 8 line. That's a second point for Arta. Of the Chargers, he serves. Yeah, Ikeda looked like he was going to allow that to go to the Robote and have it come out. And I think he happened to notice where he was on the court. He sees the 8 line. It's not going that hard. It's not that high. Maybe it's not going to come out. He goes for the catch and bats it away.
Yeah, just a little indecision on the catch. And when you're late to react, going to go well there. 2-1 now. Arta leads.
Ball served perfectly by Arta to score the ace. 3 points for Arta of the Chargers. He serves.
Look, got it to cross the side walls, kind of floating back there beyond the 12 line. So everything that you want to see in a good serve, although it wasn't hard, still very effective.
Backhand 2-wall, caught the pad, and the pad is bad. That's a 2nd point for Ikeda of the Fireballs. He serves.
Frustrating for Arta because he did have him right there. Just needed a little more power to reach the front wall, and it would have been 4-1.
And also Ikeda now knows to watch for it. It's not like he's going to forget that he tried to throw that.
Yeah, landing the first, that's a good point, Stu. Landing that first one's really important because then the defense is kind of in the back of their mind. They know it's coming.
Scoop by Ikeda. Here's the backhand. Robote forehand by Ikeda to the inside. Will score, crossing the side wall. We're all tied up 3-3. Ikeda has the serve for the Fireballs.
Yeah, Arta's backing up. It kicked up right at his feet along the side wall. A lot of difficulties there as he tried to make the catch. And Ikeda right back in it now, ties at 3-3.
Robote forehand, saved by Ikeda. At the side wall, Arta's there. Robote forehand by Ikeda, back to the inside. Arta picks it up. Backhand to the outside, that's going to land in. Arta makes the save, it's a 2-wall. Ikeda has it on the outside. Powerful throw, it's crossing, it will score. 4 points for Ikeda of the Fireballs. Well played by both players. Ikeda serves.
And a good, smart shot by Ikeda.
Yeah.
Nothing heroic there with the forehand. He saw the space to the inside. Didn't throw it all too high either, not make it playable on the Robote. Here's a great save by Arta, and look at where Ikeda makes the catch, and look at where Arta's standing. Way too much space inside, and the Robote's not there.
The ace.
Perfect.
Will score for Ikeda. He has 5 points and a possible set point.
Across the sidewall right there at the 12 line. 4 in a row for Ikeda since the backhand 2-wall went in the pad, including that point.
Here's the backhand by Arta. Arta, wall-to-wall from the left side. Robote coming out, played on the forehand of Ikeda. To the inside it goes. Scoop attempt is just missed. Point and set to Ikeda of the Fireballs. 2 minutes go up on the board. We'll come back out, play our next set.
There's Ikeda coming off the court after taking the first set of the night. Okay, you never know how these Ikeda-Arta singles matches are going to go. I mean, 2 contrasting styles. I mean, if you could ever illustrate it, one right side dominant, Ikeda doesn't throw a lot of shots, and then you have Arta plays a lot of costado, and he'll snap a 2-all from just about anywhere.
When he's feeling confident, and
Yeah.
that's the catch.
Yeah.
That's the catch
Sure.
there. One day you'll see him playing very conservative. The next day you'll see him throwing that 2-all and scoring quite a lot of points with it. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida. We're currently in our first of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. Here are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Camera coming off of Ikeda, going over to Arta. Again, a little quiet consultation with Zuleika. And look, in this second set, if Arta has just a bit of confidence, go to the shots, move Ikeda around the court. You're down a set. One, what do you have to lose as long as you make the shots?
Yeah.
Then it's Ikeda's responsibility to get to it, or do you go with continued conservative play?
Coming up after this one, we will see Division 6 doubles with Joseph and Cabrera against Jed and Bradley. Then Division 2 with Lalu and Aratz against Iturbide and Ubia. Those are our first 3 matches of the night. Then match 4, you'll see Urrutia Cabrera take on Zuleika and Arta. Then Lalu and Ikeda against Iturbide and Bradley, and the finale will be Division I singles featuring Aratz and Zuleika. Great game day for you all. Second set ready to begin. Arta will be serving to Ikeda. Again, you mentioned Arta when he's confident throws the 2-all. Didn't get one in that first set. Both shots from the costado he kept to the inside. So we'll see if he opens it up here in set 2.
Arta serves. Our second set has begun. Excellent serve by Arta, crossing the wall. Long 2-all opens and scores. First point of the second set goes to Arta of the Chargers. He serves.
And wasted no time with the 2-all right there. Gets the serve, snaps one, and it's perfect. Right on the board early in set 2.
Backhand by Ikeda clears the overhead screen and passes to the back wall. Hard throw to the inside, scooped up by Arta. Rebote forehand is saved by Ikeda. Arts is there. He's got it. Winds up. Costado 2-all is in and scores. 2 points for Arta. He serves.
And right back to it.
I think Arta answered our question.
Yeah, I mean, that should help him get a little confidence if he was reluctant to throw it earlier in the match. 2 in a row. And in control of this second set now.
Here's a catch by Ikeda. There's the backhand. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall. Ikeda goes to the outside. Arta's there. Arta lost control of the ball in his basket. Ikeda's on the board with a point and the serve.
That's a frustrating one, but again, not all too difficult of a catch for Arta. He goes to make the throw, and the ball ends up behind him. You know, and just got to stay focused after that mistake and regroup. You know, he held that lead early in set 1, and Ikeda won 5 points in a row.
Good hard serve by Ikeda. Here's the backhand by Arta. Low to the inside. Ikeda from the 8. Rebote forehand. Arta's there. There's the backhand to the inside. Rebote forehand. Ikeda grabs it at the 9 line, puts it back inside. Big bounce brought down by Arta. Arta fakes the 2-all, puts it back inside to score. That's a 3rd point for Arta and the Chargers. Arta serves. That's when you have the shots, that's what you can do. Which way do I go?
Yeah, well,
you got to commit.
No, you saw Ikeda guess, and then he tried to get back inside, and it was all too late. Again, we saw this lead earlier for Arta in the first set and let it slip away.
Here's Ikeda, hard to the inside. Arta's there. Rebote forehand. Arta winding up. He goes for the 2-all. This one lands in and scores. Beautifully executed by Arta and scoring. 4 points for Arta of the Chargers.
Well, another good one. I mean, don't know what else to say about those 2-alls.
They're well thrown.
I mean, they're just perfect, one after the other. And Ikeda's got no response for it either. When you throw a good shot in singles here, it's almost no chance for the defense to go out there and get it. That's what makes Arta so dangerous.
Powerful backhand by Ikeda. Arta to the inside. Scoop attempt just tipped. 5 points for Arta of the Chargers. He has possible set point.
And now Ikeda's overthinking, thinking Arta may snap one off the rebote. He's way to the outside and can't leave that much space to the inside. Arta's going to take advantage. Again, that one wasn't even on the wall particularly, just difficult. You know, there's a difficult catch bouncing up.
Ikeda on the backhand to the inside. Arta from the 10. Robote forehand. Arta's there. He winds up. Back to the inside. Ikeda reads it, stops it. Backhand to the outside. Arta moves to the outside. He makes the save. Ikeda from the 9 line. Backhand 2-all. Lands out. Point and set for Arta of the Chargers, winning the second set 6-1. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out, play our third set.
Well, third set coming up in our opening match of the night between Ikeda and Arta. See Jedin over there with Arta alongside team captain Zuleika. There's Iturbide bringing the fluids, and he says, I brought my own. Thank you, though.
Of course, Jedin coming out here in a little bit and working on himself.
He's got to get loosened up. Jedin coming out for our next match. Joseph and Cabrera take on Jedin and Bradley.
That man never saw a camera he didn't like. I love him. But we're opposites in that regard. We've discussed it for the last 8 years.
Well, that's true. If you watch the documentary, you know.
Oh, Magic City Hustle?
Magic City Hustle. About
That
the
is
start
right.
of the
Every
program.
time I saw the camera coming, I went the other way.
You can find out about some of the origins of the program if you check that out. But also, you can see Stu make his Hollywood debut. And man, he killed it.
Hollywood, Florida. Yes, thank you, Andrew. Yes, Hollywood, Florida. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. I started it, so I guess I'm responsible for it. Players taking their breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches with about 45 seconds to go before we begin our third and final set. Arta's fatigue sometimes playing a factor. Don't know that that's going to be the case here, but Ikeda, I imagine, typically comes out in a third set fairly aggressive.
Yes, and Ikeda, again, never really too worried about his conditioning. He can go, I think, all night.
Hours.
As long as he needs.
Hours. Yeah, I mean, he's already on the. Yeah, he's already. He's already in the court.
He's just ready to
Aruchi's
go.
trying to get his attention. It's like, yeah, I'm about to serve.
Got to be nice for Arta. You know, didn't really have anything going in that first set, but comes out in set 2, snaps a couple 2-walls, takes control, leads to victory. And we'll see what he does here coming out for set 3. This one will decide the match.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our third and final set of our first match. Ikeda has the serve for the Fireballs. Ikeda serves. We begin. Robote forehand by Arta, straight back. Robote, forehand by Ikeda, low and inside. Arta moves in, that's on the tip of his cesta. That's a point for Ikeda. Ikeda serves. So Arta, that's one of those, maybe I should have asked for, no. Even Arta knows that if he felt that he was interfered with, he would have asked for interference, but he doesn't believe he could have gotten to the ball, which is the deciding factor. Ikeda on the catch. That's a difficult catch at the 10 line. Big backhand. Arta's there. Arta goes hard to the inside. A Robote, left side. Played for the big bounce. That's a beautiful catch by Arta. Robote forehand escapes. From the forehand of Ikeda, 1-1. We're all tied up in the third set. Arta serves.
Yeah, really did escape. Sent way to the outside and a little bit higher than Ikeda would have wanted.
Here's the backhand by Ikeda. That does not clear the overhead screen. 2 points for Arta here in the third set. He serves.
You never really see Ikeda struggle with the overhead screen, but again, he's trying to pass, force Arta to Robote, because every time Arta's caught the ball in front of him, he snapped the 2-0 and scored. So he wanted to change it up. Just got away from him a little bit.
Ikeda from the 12 line. Hard backhand to the inside. Drops. Clean miss.
That's in, though.
Arta got that. Ikeda gets there before the second bounce, sends it back.
Right
Perfect catch by Arta. Ikeda will chase this down. Is there a rebote? Yes, there is. It hit the overhead screen. Tremendous effort by Ikeda to make that play. Great catch by Arta. Arta gets the point.
Just a tough point for Ikeda right there. He had so many opportunities to finish it off and so many options up there at about the 2 line with the forehand. And he put it in the only place where Arta could make a play on it. He goes outside, he throws a drop shot, but inside right to him. He gives Arta a critical 3rd point.
Ikeda on the backhand to the inside. Little clip caught by Arta. Arta winds up. It's a 2-all. Ikeda runs to it, stops it. Powerful forehand passing to the inside. Will score. 2 points for Ikeda. Of the fireballs, he has the serve. That's what worries Arta about throwing it. Is Ikeda going to get to it? Ikeda didn't get close to those up. That one he chased down perfectly. Arta on the backhand. Rebote forehand, saved by Ikeda. Big bounce, stopped by Arta. Ikeda will make this catch in the air, backhand from the 9 line. Rebote forehand with a light touch. Ikeda takes that on the right side, winds up. Outside placement stopped by Arta.
All over it. Oh.
Ikeda will keep this on the right side. Back to the inside. Arta's there. Difficult catch mid-court will not be made. Arta has 4 points. And the serve.
Well, again, opportunities for both players right there to kill it. And now Ikeda, again here, makes the catch, but gives it right back to Arta. He makes a catch off the side wall, shoots it up the middle, and it's dropping and just tipped.
Some folks saw that ball come into Ikeda's cesta and said, was that a bobble? I saw the ball. No, you saw the ball resting on the part of the cesta that's right underneath his hand. And as long as it doesn't bounce off of that, as long as it rolls into what we call, you know, what you want to call the gusset of the cesta, that's fine. Big right side by Ikeda, stopped by Arta. Ball tipped. That's a 3rd point for Ikeda, the fireballs. Ikeda serves.
Oh, great placement on that throw by Ikeda. It was floating as it crossed the side wall up above Arta's head. So difficult to control, and you see it just pop out of the basket late.
There's the backhand by Arta. Rebote left side. Ball tipped mid-court on the forehand of Ikeda. That's a 5th point for Arta. Possible set, possible match point. Tough one.
Yeah,
big bounce.
Just a big bouncer. Clips the sidewall. It gives Ikeda just a funky catch. I mean, he's backing up, kicking up to his forehand. Not easy. Arta now a couple chances to close out this match.
Catch by Ikeda. There's the backhand from the 10 line. It passes. Joao Rebote is out. 5-4 here in the 3rd set. Still possible match point for Arta. Ikeda with 4 points and the serve.
It was close, and Arta went for the win right there. I don't hate the shot at all. You know, that's what's gotten him back into the match. Tried to end it.
Backhand by Arta. Powerfully thrown. Rebote for Ikeda. For the bounce. Caught by Arta. Ikeda, forehand Rebote right up the middle. Caught on the forehand of Arta.
Good chance.
Arta will pass. 3 walls. Rebote coming out. Ikeda, good read, but could not complete the Rebote. Point set and match for Arta of the Chargers. Taking it in the 3rd set, 6-4.
Tough 3-setter to begin the day, and the Chargers get on the board first, courtesy of Arta. 6-4 in the 3rd set.
As soon as that high lie ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action.
Test this.
With DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
And back here with some Division 6 doubles practice. Yes, with Jedden and Bradley against Joseph and Cabrera.
So Joseph and Cabrera against Jedden and Bradley. Both Jedden and Bradley and Joseph all part of the original Magic City roster going back to 2018.
Okay. It should be a lot of fun up next, but Arta getting the team started with that first point of the day. We're going to hear from him over. He makes his way to the DraftKings players cage. And there he is. Now, Arta, congratulations on that win in comeback fashion. You and Ikeda have played a great series over the course of your battle court careers. Now that you've played him so many times, what's your strategy when you go out there against him?
Thank you, Andrew. I mean, just what I always used to or try to do in singles, pass my opponent and try to go up there, find the rebote and try to end the point.
Yeah, well, it was a great match for you. The shots got going and it just elevated your game. Got a crucial win. Good luck the rest of the game day. Thank you, Arta.
Thank you, guys. Let's go Chargers.
Coming up next, we'll go to Division 6 doubles. Always fun in Division 6 when we'll see Joseph and Cabrera against Jedden and Bradley. Two undefeated teams here early on in this Fall 25 season. They only played one match. Joseph and Cabrera look solid, led by Cabrera there in the back. And Jedden and Bradley, not so much a surprise that they won, but just how good that they looked in that win, too.
Absolutely.
These guys could be a really big factor in Division 6 this season. Also, good to know, Jedden, former Fireball, so revenge match for Jedden coming up tonight.
That's right.
A couple of them.
I had forgotten about that.
Yes, played last season with the Fireballs. Got all the way to the championship, had a good run, and didn't keep him in the draft. So I'm sure he's fired up for this match. We'll see how it goes. Joseph and Cabrera against Jedden and Bradley. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our second match of the day. Representing the Fireballs, we have the team of Joseph and Cabrera. And for the Chargers, it's Jedden and Bradley. Fireballs have the serve to begin all matches tonight. There's a serve by Joseph. We begin with an underserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Well, that is another underserve, a double fault to open up our second match. Jedden and Bradley get the first point.
So that first serve dropping short is one thing. The second serve, it's underserved twice. We don't often see that.
Yeah.
Sometimes if someone's going for the cortada serve.
Right. Like with Gosheri maybe. Or,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Joseph seemed to have gotten shaken. I knew it, the legendary faja. The faja is that belt, that ceremonial belt that the players wear. Cabrera.
Faja ghost has got Jedden again, huh?
Exactly.
It's fallen victim many a time.
Cabrera looking back to us like a deer in the headlights, said, "Brother, I don't know what to do for you."
That's point for Joseph and Cabrera. We're tied up 1-1. Serve is good. Bradley moves up on it from the 7 line. Sidearm carom scooped up by Joseph. Backhand passing Bradley. He's running back for it. Can't save that rebote. Fireballs in front, 2-1.
Gotta tell you something. Joseph making that catch, yes, screwed up the first 2 serves, got that. But Joseph making that catch and then passing Bradley, because what do we see Bradley do consistently? He's got such reach. He tries to stop everything overhead. Him turning to throw the rebote, good throw by Joseph.
That's an underserve. Second one coming up. Second serve is good there. Bradley launches the forehand. Cabrera takes off, goes to save the rebote. He plays it inside. Bradley, forehand, winds it up. Powerful throw, passing again. Cabrera sets up for another one. This one comes right up the middle. Karam splits them up, and it's scored. Joseph tipped it up there in the front, and we're tied up 2-2.
So earlier you saw, and this is something that we're familiar with from traditional highlight, at least at the amateur level. Backcourter Cabrera here pointing for Joseph to cover the outside. So I got the inside, you cover the outside. So he's looking for sharp 2 walls, not necessarily the split placement, but that's still his.
Cabrera foot on the wall, makes a nice catch off the serve. Coming up the middle, Bradley crouching down. He's got it on the forehand. Cabrera left side, hook to the outside. Jedden.
Bradley called him off.
Bradley, great call on the outside, shoots a carom. Cabrera's got this one. High and hard, back inside. Tough scoop, just missed. Joseph and Cabrera back in front.
So very rarely see Bradley go for that type of scoop. Usually goes for it on the running bounce, what they call the bote corrido in front of him. He makes those catches really well on the right side. There, little high on the right side.
Bradley powers another forehand. Cabrera once again has to save a rebote. Bradley, split placement again on the carom. Cabrera, good communication, makes the catch. There's a cortada. 2 bounces before Bradley gets up there. That's a 4-2 lead.
It's a real smart throw by Cabrera. He took some off of that, seeing how far back Bradley was. See, Bradley throws it, and he's hanging out there about the 10 line. Still right there at the 10 line. Cabrera gets it just above the glass. It's going to take its second bounce right in front of Bradley.
That is an illegal carom serve. Caught the sidewall first. Second serve coming up.
If it touches the sidewall first or at the same time. So if it hits the crack, that's an illegal carom serve.
Jen lets the serve pass. Here's Bradley. Charges up from the backcourt. Soft touch on the forehand. It's missed by Joseph. Jen and Bradley with 3.
Cabrera making a point to get into Joseph's head, which you really have to do. Joseph has a couple mistakes. He really gets down on himself hard very quickly. Can't afford to do that in any set. Can't afford to do that in any point. Just get your head back in it.
Tough serve. Cabrera handles. Powers the backhand inside. Bradley says it's coming out. Jedden gets in there, makes a nice rebote save. Cabrera chooses the rebote. Bradley calls Jedden off. Powerful forehand from the outside. Catches 3 walls. Cabrera perfect positioning. Plays it back inside. Great catch low by Cabrera. Low runner coming back to Bradley. It scores. 5 points. Possible set point.
And again, there's no mystery here. Joseph needs to get the serves in. Try to keep it away from Jedden, which is what he's been trying to do. That's why he's missed a couple. That's part of it. It's not just trying to get it in the box and then let Cabrera do the rest of the work in the back.
Bradley crouching down, winds up the forehand. Joseph alone for the rebote. He makes a good save, just lays it up. Jedden attacking. Forehand to the outside. It lands in. It's dropping, and Cabrera really digs that one out.
Great save.
Floating Bradley. Another one higher and harder. It's coming way out. Joseph, left side this time, makes another good save. Karam coming back to Joseph, and it splits them up. That's 4 now for the Chargers, still a possible set point.
Whether it's a split placement or a 2-all that splits them. And Bragley just really, as we've said, really come into his own these last 2 seasons.
That's an underserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Cabrera just blasts it, takes Bradley out of it. Jedden, Rabote, good save inside, leaves a tough scoop, but Cabrera makes a good catch. Bradley comes out of the corner, another Karam. Cabrera's got this one, high and hard, crossing the wall. Bradley lines it up. Outside placement, not outside enough. Cabrera handles comfortably, powers the backhand. Bradley clean miss. Rabote missed on the backhand, point and set. Joseph and Cabrera win it 6-4, 2 minutes. Come back and play set 2. Well played first set there by Joseph and Cabrera. Just this second match these two have played together. And last year, Jedden and Cabrera, top record in Division 6. Split up the team, but so far with Joseph, won their first match and takes the first set here. Cabrera read these split placements really well by the end.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This one is just thrown perfectly. Again, you throw the ball where your opponent's not, and that's exactly what Cabrera was able to do. With Bragley, that's pretty tough. Not just the fact that he's big, but I mean, his reach is very impressive. Yeah. But his reach really is most potent from about the 9 line to the back wall. Split placement, you see Joseph going for the scoop on that one. Scooping the ball is always more difficult than catching it in the air. But sometimes it's all you're left with. But Cabrera was reading the back wall perfectly. Clean miss by Bragley. Both players are there. It's a good duck by Jedden. He sees that because he doesn't know if Bragley's got the ball in the cesta or not.
No, it was twice that Bradley went for those right side Rabotes. It got a little dangerous, but missed both. But you see Iturbide aggressive there. Good communication, though, by the leaders of this Chargers team. And Bradley, another great student of the game, too. I mean, he loves the veteran leadership. He'll take all the advice. And you said he's just been playing great. I mean, everybody that you talk to is hey, Bradley, he's making waves, and it's been great to see the consistency come in his game. Second set just about ready to begin. The Chargers will have the serve.
Focus on Bragley as we see the judges making their way back out onto the court. It's a new addition. The judges have a clock tied to the main clock in the judges' court. Yeah, they do.
Oh, so there, yeah. We are ready to begin set 2. Jedden will serve to Joseph and Cabrera. Jedden serves. There's set 2. Has begun. Back with the inside on the backhand. Picked up by Bradley. Sends this one up the middle. Cabrera on the right side. Softer touch. Jedden's got to get in there, and he picks it up on the bounce. Backhand. Passing. Cabrera goes to the floor. Delivers a 2-wall. Jedden gets there. Soft touch on the forehand again. Joseph makes a stop. Low runner back to Bradley. Ran out of space along the side wall. That'll get the fireballs. First point, set 2.
It's the other thing with Joseph. Every catch and return that he makes is just a slight confidence builder, and that really goes a long way. Jedden's going to make those catches up there in the front court. There's no question about that. Cabrera took some off it. Jed's not going to drop that ball.
Bradley sends it high into the corner. Joseph alone. Lays up the rebote. Bradley comes charging down the inside. Lays it up the middle again. Tough rebote. Cabrera delivers another two-wall.
Great catch.
Jen steps in at the last second, makes the catch on the left side, and his backhand scores. Sneaks under Cabrera's cesta to tie things up. 1-1.
Real good throw by Jedden. Got to the ball, put it back inside against. It doesn't look like it's being elegantly thrown, but it's being thrown with a high degree of accuracy.
Cabrera opens up with the backhand. Bradley on the right side. Lower and harder to the inside. Cabrera has to save another rebote. Looks it to Jedden. He's got the forehand low and hard. Cabrera picks it up. What a tough catch. And Bradley somehow got that in the corner. His carom return is out, though. 2-1, Fireballs lead.
Oh, just a blind
Yes,
catch. That's
oh my
just so
God.
beautifully done.
My goodness, what a play.
And Cabrera, wow, that's a carom from back there. Watch out.
Bradley advances on it from the 8. Back inside. Tough rebote. Cabrera back outside. Jedden tipped that one. The lead's up to 2 for the Fireballs.
Again, this is a good advantage here for the Fireballs. Jedden and Bradley can turn it on really any time. That there's no question about. Joseph's got to keep his head in the game, and Cabrera just needs to maintain his composure, keep making these catches and throws.
Bradley gets another forehand to open it up. This one cutting back inside. Tough rebote. That's going to come up short.
That cut right back to the sidewall.
It was right on the numbers.
Joseph was in position to get the ball into his basket, but to get up to the front wall is another story.
Cabrera takes that serve off the wall, backhand up the middle. Jedden comes flying in, makes a nice catch. Oh, runner Bradley, nice scoop from the backcourt. Delivers one inside, Cabrera's there. This one just above the pad, Bradley scoops it up. He goes deep, this is coming way out. Joseph running with it. Nice rebote, kicks off the wall, Bradley lines it up. Forehand rebote is hooked. Caught the pad, and the pad is bad. 3-3. Chargers serve.
Yeah, Cabrera was in an awkward position to try to make this throw at the side wall. Again, you really want to know that you can follow all the way through on that. In that case, he had the wall blocking him. So you wind up flipping it just out of the cesta, hope it has enough power to get up to the front wall. That didn't.
Overserve, first fault for Jedden.
Yeah, Jen's got all the power in the world really on both sides.
Joseph, clean miss on the serve. Backhand 2-wall. That's too wide. Kicks out of play. And the Chargers lead 4-3.
Clean miss in the front court, but that backhand 2-wall, man, really shot out. Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
Second serve is good, dropping off the wall. Cabrera takes it in. Backhand sends Jedden outside. Stays with the rebote, left side. Scooped up by Cabrera. This one launched, clears the screen. Jedden, will he get there? He does, whips it back inside, but right to Cabrera. Backhand outside, Bradley on the move. He missed the scoop. 4-4 is the score. Joseph and Cabrera serve.
Cabrera has consistently been doing a good job of moving his opponents around. In that case, again, you see Bradley going for that scoop, missed it. 4-4 here in the second set. Reminder, the scoring here in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. Cabrera throwing the ball to the judge to see whether or not this ball is going to be coming out. If the ball has any imperfections, throwing it now to the chief judge. Ball has any imperfections in that outer skin, it could be pulled, but they're going to keep the ball in there.
Good serve there by Joseph. Bradley from the 10 line, back inside. It's dropping. Cabrera gets up to it. Low runner on the wall. Bradley picks it off. Cabrera backhand from the outside. Bradley can't get there in the court. Jedden long run. Nice rebote save to score. 5 points, possible set point for the Chargers.
Jedden got in there beautifully, huh? Great. Just tremendous catch. He sees the rebote dropping, gets in there. Look at that, just above the pad. Joseph's there, cannot make the catch. Possible set point.
Oh, hard serve. What a tough grab there by Cabrera. Runner. He scoops another one up. Big backhand takes him outside. Cabrera, swing and a miss. We got a third set coming up in 2 minutes. Jed and Bradley win it 6-4.
Looked like Cabrera was trying to get a little something extra on that rebote. I mean, yeah, it's like a little
violent swing.
Oomph.
Yeah.
And missed the ball. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently in our second of 6 scheduled matches on the game day between the Chargers and the Fireballs.
Yeah, Lalu and Arats against Iturbide and Ubia up next. Then we'll see Ruti and Cabrera taking on Zuleika and Arta, followed by Lalu and Ikeda against Iturbide, Bradley, and then the finale, Arats against Zuleika in singles. I mean, both matches have gone to a third set. You knew it was going to be a tight game day, but so far, I mean, as close as you can really get. 6-4 both ways in this match. And you can just see how much of a difference Bradley's power makes. I mean, from the backcourt, he can really compete with Cabrera back there.
Absolutely.
Mixing it up. Didn't throw as many caroms as we saw in the first set, because as you said, when you don't throw those well and they don't score, you leave yourself in a very vulnerable position. And it kind of got exposed in the first set. Set 2 really went their way more so. There's a fine catch, picks it up off the floor.
That's the one where I believe that Chargers had believed that it bounced twice, but yeah, the second bounce was into his cesta. Then a beautiful rebote save by Jedden. Just so well done. And it comes down to a third set. First to 6 points will win the match. See Jedden on the right-hand side of your screen? He's the one with the chain. Well, I guess Bradley's got a chain, too.
I was going to say we got the more pronounced chain. Yeah, that's what... In a big spot here with Jedden and Bradley. I mean, if they can go up 2-0 here on this game day where we haven't seen Iturbide yet, you got Zuleika playing 2 times. Now, you got to give the edge to the Chargers in that case. Critical set, though, for the Fireballs to stay in the game day right here. Third set coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin set number 3, Joseph and Cabrera. Serve to Jedden and Bradley.
Hello, Drew. Nice to see you. Did you bring El Barber with you? Oh, God. Shouldn't be this complicated.
Joseph serves, and set 3 is underway. Bradley plays it inside. Ooh, that was cutting in. Cabrera still made the catch.
What a catch.
What a grab along the wall. Bradley, powerful backhand. Cabrera with a leaping catch inside. Now Jedden steps in, comes cross court, floats up the backhand. Here's Cabrera. Bradley backed up to the glass, comes out on the right side. It's dropping. Cabrera gets there. Bradley, higher and harder. This rebote's coming out.
Too late notice.
Miscommunication.
Yep, too late notice.
And the Chargers strike first in set 3.
Yeah, so Cabrera lined up like he was going to make that rebote. Joseph was out of the way. And then literally just as the ball was dropping, he looked for Joseph to make the play, and that wasn't going to happen.
A powerful throw inside. Jedden calls him off on the rebote. He sends it outside, but it's a little too far out. It's out of play. Ties things up 1-1.
Both of these teams need to avoid the unforced error. Again, nothing wrong with what Jedden did there. He made it to the rebote. Just threw a little too hard.
Oh, that serve came in on Bradley. Tough catch. It's a forehand inside. Now Cabrera. Backhand a pass. That comes shooting off the wall. Bradley can't play that one up above his head. 2-1. Fireballs lead.
Bradley stepped away from his typical game plan. Again, how many times have we seen him reach 8 feet up into the air to make those catches? And this time he turned to throw the rebote.
Bradley full windup on that forehand. Right into the chick-chack, but Cabrera able to bail him out. Nice save on the rebote. Forehand coming inside. He's got a scoop, but he does. Low runner. Bradley now.
Beautiful
Great
scoop.
Scoop of his own. That one died off the back wall.
Good save
Joseph
by
diving
Joseph.
save, but Jedden moves up on it. Forehand from the 4 line. It's a drop shot. It scores. 2-2.
It's really well thrown by Jedden. For those of you who pay regular attention to Battle Court, and you hear me talking about getting some interplay on those drop shots with the side wall being very, very important if you can do it. That's exactly what Jedden did there. Joseph had the ball had it not touched the side wall. I did not mean for that to rhyme. I don't speak rhythmically generally.
Good serve crossing the wall. Cabrera sends him deep. Jedden tracks down the rebote. It's pushed outside and again out of play. Fireball's back in front.
He just needs, he's got the first part of it. He's getting the ball into his cesta. Just tone it down. Just tone it down a little bit. Don't have to throw it that hard. Keep it in play.
Bradley kicks it off the wall, sends it to Joseph up there on the rebote. He drops it inside. Good save, but Jedden comes cross court. Stops it before the second bounce. He floats it to pass Cabrera. That's a tough save. It's a 2-wall. Coming right back to Jedden. Forehand, it's a cortada. Scooped up by Cabrera. That's a tough catch.
Another tough catch.
Bradley back there in the corner, picks it up left side. Cabrera again. Low and hard. Scoop again by Bradley. Joseph calls him off, plays it back up the middle. Bradley now on the forehand. Karam is in. Joseph all alone, stops it outside. His return scores.
Wow.
4-2 lead for the Fireballs.
That was all Joseph. That was all Joseph. He makes this catch. Throws it back hard. Look where he crosses.
Yeah.
I mean, Bradley's going to make that. Player went down, so looking for a towel on the court. This time we have Arrutia. Remember the days when Rock was the only one who we'd have to page him to get the court wiped up.
We should really keep a tally of this. Who steps out there? Yeah.
Good
No,
point.
we shouldn't. Yeah, okay.
Next week.
We'll start that next week. Bradley high and hard with that forehand. Long 3-wall play. Joseph gets there at the 4 line. Plays it back inside. Bradley. Passing again. Cabrera lines up this one. Drops it high inside with a bounce. Bradley controls it on the forehand.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, Cabrera couldn't save that one. came in on him. That's now 3 for the Chargers.
Oh, that looked awkward the whole way. I mean, so we know that Cabrera takes most everything on his left side, rebotes and catching it. That one just, it was thrown hard, so it tends to float light in the air, can switch from the left to the right. Cabrera just went for it on the forehand, and out of play it went.
Backhand played inside. Bradley from the 12. Long 3-wall. Cabrera steps in front of this one, hooks it outside. Jedden makes the stop. Soft touch. Cabrera calls him off and makes the play up in the front. Low runner. Bradley crouching down, handles another. Backhand. Missed.
Tipped.
By Cabrera. 4-4 is the score. Jedden and Bradley serve.
Sometimes the slow ones are the most difficult ones to catch. Not coming up with explanations. It's just a statement of fact. That ball, when it's thrown really hard, has a tendency to stick in that basket. When it's floating, it tends to bounce. Can bounce right out.
That's an underserve. Second serve for Jedden. Jedden floats in that second serve. Cabrera from the backcourt. Sends it high and hard. Bradley stops it in the air. Cabrera from the 10. Clears the screen. Now Jedden on the rebote.
Beautiful.
Plays it to pass. In the corner. Tough one.
Beautiful.
And it comes up short. Jedden and Bradley now have 5 points. Possible set and a possible match point.
That rebote was so well thrown by Jedden. His positioning was excellent as he followed it coming out, sent it back to the inside, kept it close to the side wall. Everything you want to see in a forehand rebote. Just so well done. Does the crowd have a script?
Loud tonight. Hard serve, kicks off the wall. Keeps it up the middle. Jedden comes flying in. Nice stop again. Plays it along the wall for Cabrera. Well, running backhand. Missed. So we are at 5-5 here in our third set. This is match point.
Possibly what this game deserves. 5-5. 1 point. Whoever wins it, wins it.
Served by Joseph is good. Bradley, full windup, sends it high. Off the wall, Cabrera makes a great stop. Well, running back inside, here's Bradley. Forehand kicks off the wall. Cabrera takes it in. Low backhand.
Tough one.
Oh, Bradley got there in the air. High to the inside. Cabrera saves the rebote. Jedden didn't want it. Bradley from the backcourt makes the stop. 3-wall play. Joseph all alone. He saves it to the outside. Now Jedden with a chance. Forehand.
Tipped.
Scores for the win. Point, set, and match. Jedden and Bradley take it 6-5 in the third set. What a win that was. Crowd into it too, and the Chargers take a commanding 2-0 lead in tonight's game day.
Here we see the warm-up for the next practice. Actually, for the next match.
Yeah, next match, Division 2 doubles with Lalu and Arats against Iturbide and Ubia. Got
Some replays.
Yes, Stu, from that third set. What a match it was. You know, Fireballs had control of almost every set, but the Chargers just battled their way back. Jedden here with a nice forehand inside, and that's the one that ends them. Came down to the final point, and you think back, you know.
Think he's motivated?
Yeah, he was fired up. So getting a big win there for the Chargers. We will hear from Jedden and Bradley, now 2-0 on the season. There they are, Jedden and Bradley.
Where the hell did that chain come from?
Oh my!
Oh my
Bradley,
goodness!
Well, I guess we'll ask you.
What
where
is
did that chain come from? Are you just trying to one up each other?
Last game, my partner said I had to do it bigger, so I had to come out with something, you know.
Is there a bigger chain in the building? I mean, are we going to see another one?
Hey, well, maybe he might come with a bigger one next
Andrew's
time.
got some serious questions for you. Going on.
That's the biggest it's going to get.
I got one for Jedden, though. You got a chance to play against your former team. How motivated were you to get out there and then get that win?
Motivation was an understatement. This is my revenge tour, and all the tickets are free. So you want to come to the next one? More than welcome. I'll make sure I get you a front row seat.
All right, we'll talk. Thank you. It was a great match, great win.
It's a lifestyle.
Oh, you'll just love the energy there by those two. And hey, reflects on the court. It's working well. 2-0 for Jedden and Bradley. Let's move on, Stu, for your sake, and over to Division II doubles. We'll see Lalu and Arats against Iturbide and Ubia. I mean, someone must be pranking us, Stu. You know, it's.
I really thought it was a joke before I saw it, and then I saw it and I was like, no, it's not a joke.
Oh, man.
But fortunately, time to announce the next game.
We'll say both of these teams 0-1 to begin the regular season. Last year, they split the two matches against one another, so very even. We'll see how this one goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our next match of the game day. Lalu and Arats for the Fireballs taking on Iturbide and Ubia for the Chargers. Lalu has the serve. Lalu serves, we begin. Big backhand, wall to wall, out to the rebote, and Lalu is there. Iturbide at the side wall, hard to the inside, here's Arats. There's the backhand by Iturbide. Big backhand by Arats. Lalu from the 9 line. Powerful backhand catches the overhead screen, which is out of play. First point of this match goes to the Chargers, Iturbide and Ubia.
Well, the big question in this match is how does Iturbide adjust to that newer Cesta? Remember last game day, he dealt with a break very late in the match. They ended up losing that one. Obviously frustrating. He's coming out here with only, about a week of practice, a couple, practices.
He has had
no
some time to
game
practice
day
with
experience. So we'll see how he adjusts to it.
Here's the backhand by Arats to the inside. Rebote, left side by Iturbide. Arats with a hop. Backhand comes from the 12 line. Here's the backhand. Lalu makes the catch. Backhand from the 8 to the inside. That ball is tipped at the side wall. We're tied up 1-1. Lalu has the serve for the Fireballs.
Well, Ubia was on fire in the World Super Court, and then in the first couple game days for the Chargers team. His last match came undone just a bit. A few errors led to a few more. Curious to see how he locks back in tonight.
What a catch by Iturbide off the blasted serve. Oh, my goodness. That will be a point for Iturbide. And Ubia.
Just hope the judge is okay up there. Definitely took a spill on this 2-all. How about Iturbide? I mean, the fact that he made that catch and then to shoot the 2-all, this is what happened here, and then falls down and he's trying to
Did
help
the
him
cesta
up.
hit him first? He had the cesta out.
I don't know if the ball maybe.
No, it looks like the ball just
hit the
missed him.
net.
Looks like the ball just missed him. I don't know if that cesta potentially caught him on the side of the helmet, but the judge cannot constitute interference.
Yes.
So the judge is considered to be part of the court. He cannot constitute interference at all. Of course, they're up front still checking on the judge, making sure that he's okay. I mean,
And he's good.
Tito is taking quite a beating, and man, he keeps coming back time after time after time. Time after time after time. A corrections officer formerly. Ichibide serves. We continue. There's the backhand by Rotz. Lalu to the inside, powerfully. Ubi is there. Ubi on the backhand, powerfully thrown to the inside. Ichibide on the catch. Drop shot. 2 bounces ruled before the catch was made. Third point for Ichibide and Ubia of the Chargers. Ichibide serves.
Ichibide answering a couple questions about that basket early on. Shot a 2-wall the point before, and then here a drop shot. And if you're not fully committed to the new basket, you're not going to be throwing drop shots and 2-walls early on. Ichibide looking very strong.
Aratz on the backhand. Passes Ubia. Rebote at the side wall. Ichibide makes the save. Lalu attacks on the right side. Back to the inside. Good catch. Good pickup by Ubia. Aratz is there. Rebote by Lalu. Picked up by Ubia. Here's the backhand. Aratz from the forehand. Ichibide cuts it off mid-court. Backhand from the 8 line. Lalu is there. Costado to the inside. Caught by Ubia. Lalu with a reach at the 9. Aratz from the 11 line. Ubia at the back wall. Tough grab there on the left side. Rebote forehand. What a catch by Ubia. Here's the backhand. Here's the backhand by Aratz. Rebote coming out. Ichibide, forehand Rebote straight to the backcourt. Aratz makes the catch in the air. Backhand 2-all. Tipped in the front court off the scoop attempt. That's 2 points for Lalu and Aratz of the Fireballs. Lalu has the serve.
Yeah, you never like to see the front quarter scooping to the forehand in doubles. I mean, Ubia, unless he's alone, of course. I mean, Ubia is got his back up. You just got to communicate if he's there. It's a much easier catch.
Yeah, call him off. Ubia on the backhand. Wall to wall from the left side. Rebote by Lalu. Lalu now on the forehand from the 8, hard to the inside. That ball is in and out of Ubia Cesta, deep in the backcourt. 3-3, we're all tied up. Lalu has the serve.
Ubia keeps feeding these rebotes to Lalu, and he's firing them back inside, showing off that power. And he gets one there after catching it in the air, just blasts the forehand inside, across the wall, everything working out for him there.
Excellent catch by Ubia. Nice backhand, right to the corner it goes. Aratz makes a fine play. Rebote forehand by Lalu. Passes, Rebote coming out. Iturbide, forehand Rebote, straight back, caught in the air by Aratz. Ball dropped. In the backcourt on the left side, 4 points for Lalu and Aratz of the Fireballs. Lalu has the serve.
Well, this is the Ubio we saw towards the end of the last game day for the Chargers, where he was missing more than a few balls. I mean, that's 2 points in a row. Just dropping them there, and that left side was as sure as anything early in the year and in the World Supercourt.
Fault under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Powerful backhand. Aratz is there. Aratz to the inside. Iturbide midcourt. Backhand. Lalu from the 10 line. Powerful backhand, low and hard and caught by Iturbide. Aratz is there. Beautiful catch by Aratz behind the 13 line. Rebote forehand. Caught by Ubia. Ubia now from the 10 line. Aratz is there. Lalu saves the Rebote. Iturbide takes it on the left side. Drop shot. 2 bounces before the ball was caught. 4-4 is the score. Iturbide serves for the Chargers.
Well, that's how the Chargers win points. Iturbide, one of the best shot makers on this roster, doing it a variety of ways. When you score on the 2-wall and that opposing backcourt is a little too deep, the inside's wide open. He's found the drop shot now twice in the first set.
Against Aratz, who's got speed. He's been right there, just not enough to stop the second bounce. Here's a backhand by Aratz. Iturbide 2-all opening up and scoring. 5 points, possible set point for Iturbide and Ubia.
I mean, seriously, if we didn't know any better, you thought it wouldn't have changed equipment. I mean, you would have thought he's been using this basket for years. Another 2-wall here. Look at how he cuts this one open.
Beautiful.
Gets it wide, it's moving quickly, and Lalu just can't get out to it. Just a little bit, half a second late to react.
Aratz on the catch, backhand from the 12 line. Wall to wall and out to the Rebote. Aratz on the catch, backhand from the 11. Into the corner, Ubia is there. Lalu, tip ball, point and set to Iturbide and Ubia of the Chargers. 2 minutes go up on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
Boy, that happened quickly, too. Fireballs led there 4-3 and 3 straight points by the Chargers. They wrapped up that first set. And again, just more what we've come to expect with this team. Iturbide cutting them up there in the front court. A couple drop shots, a few 2-walls, and 6-4 works out in the Chargers' favor. And this team, Iturbide and Ubia, 8-2 last season. That was the best record in Division II doubles. So again, expectations awfully high coming into this year, but continue to be impressed with number 91's game here, Iturbide. I mean, that was early in the match. Second throw, ref going down, Lalu trying to help him up. He wouldn't. He would get back up and stay back out there.
Chief Judge told me that when he went down, somehow or other, during the process of going down, has a little cut on his forehead. But he's tough. You got to be in that front court judge's position.
Yeah.
Backhand 2-all here on the replay. Right off the frame.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Andrew. Ichibide just looks so comfortable with these. First bounce, second bounce.
Just got it.
Second bounce. And
Rotz
with a quick look, it's like...
Got caught.
It's not like soccer where they could sell it. It's... I'm taking a guess at that, as people know I know nothing about other sports.
Seen
but
it, you know.
Yeah,
in any sport, you could embellish a little bit. You know they have a penalty for that in hockey. You would like hockey.
Really?
They have a penalty. If you embellish too much, they throw you in the box.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I got to watch more hockey when I'm not watching highlight.
And when do you have time for that? I mean, we got highlight. What? We got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday highlight. This falls through. Pretty packed schedule. 5 p.m. Tuesday through Thursday, and then 7 p.m. Eastern tonight. Second set ready to begin here. Lalu and Rotz will serve.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our next set. Lalu has the serve for the Fireballs. There's a backhand by Ubia. It goes wall to wall. Out to the rebote. Lalu is there. Rotz on the catch. Backhand to the inside. Rebote saved by Lalu. Just keeps the ball in play. Ubia now from the 9 line. Powerful backhand caught by Rotz. Two all, read by Ichibide. He goes for it on the left side. It's in and out of his cesta. Lalu and Rotz first up on the board here in this match. Lalu serves.
Ichibide just overcomplicated that catch and throw a little too much. He wanted to get it to his left side to maybe throw a shot where he very easily could have gotten in there with the right and probably thrown a cortada or something to score. Or at a minimum, keep the rally going.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Here's the backhand by Rotz to the inside. Powerfully thrown and passing. Rotate forehand by Ichibide. There's a backhand by Rotz. Here's the catch by Ubia. Backhand to the inside. That just clears. The overhead screen is thrown by Ubia. Back to the inside. What a catch by Ubia. Backhand from the 13 line. Rotz has this one on the left side. Rebote save by Ichibide. Lalu has it. Attacks. Split placement. Scooped up. The 2-all. 1-2. Lands in and scores. Well done. 1-1 in the second set.
Yeah, I like that Lalu's trying to mix it up, but if you throw the filo, you got to get it to the outside of the front quarter. If Ichibide didn't scoop it up, Ubia had his backup and was right there, too, to make this catch. I mean, look at where that's coming. I mean, it's to the left of the, the front quarter. That's not great.
Split placement, but these aren't necessarily the guys to throw that against.
No, and then you get Ichibide makes the catch, points done. You're trapped inside.
There's a catch by Ubia. Backhand to the inside. Ubia takes this one on the forehand. Big right side, low and hard. What a catch by Ubia. He brings it over the top. Rotz makes the save. He'll keep this ball in play. Ubia has it on the forehand in the middle of the court. Big right side. Robote dropping. Saved by Lalu. To the sidewall it goes. Ubia is there. Backhand 2-all
boy.
is out. 2 points for Lalu and Aratz. Lalu serves.
That's one of those, right when he released it, he knew that that ball was way too high and was going to kick out of play. Apologizing immediately to Iturbide, and he says, oh, not all too bad. You know, he scored on that before, but just a pretty wild miss right there.
There's the backhand by Ubia. Aratz is there. Backhand from the 12 line. Backhand 2-all. That one lands in and scores. 3 points for Lalu and Aratz. So the fireballs. Lalu serves. I guess Aratz went, that's how you do it?
Yeah, you got to throw it when least expected. And again, after Ubia missed one pretty badly, that's a pretty good time to throw it.
Was like moseying inside. Yeah.
He was never expecting it on the first throw there.
It's a powerful serve by Lalu. Backhand by Ubia. Scoop by Ubia. Low, hard backhand caught in the air by Lalu. Backhand by Aratz. Caught in the air by Ubia. Ball tipped down low. 2 points for Iturbide and Ubia of the Chargers. Iturbide serves.
Yeah, and at this level, you just can't make that type of mistake. I mean, a ball, it's off the wall a couple of feet. No, it's dropping low, but if Lalu can't get to it, just let it pass to Aratz. And giving away points just on catching, it's going to be tough to overcome at this level.
Hard serve. Here's the return by Aratz. Ubia on the backhand. Aratz is there. Aratz now from the 11 line. Iturbide looks for the rebote mid-court. Catch by Aratz. Aratz from the forehand, looking to get a 3-wall play. This one's caught in the air, deep in the backcourt by Ubia. Hard throw, stopped by Aratz. Beautiful catch by Aratz in the corner. Big backhand follows, caught by Ubia. What a catch by Aratz in the corner at the back wall. Ubia now from the 11 line. Rebote by Lalu. Big bounce. Caught beautifully by Ubia at the side wall. Forehand by Aratz. Scoop attempt tipped. 3-3. We're all tied up in the second set. Iturbide serves for the Chargers.
Iturbide scored on the drop shot twice in the first set, so Aratz is making the adjustment, step up a couple more feet. He's about an 8 or 9 line, but Iturbide right back at him, just throws it hard at his feet instead of drilling the drop shot and gets one back to tie it up. Just like a chess match. You make one move, defense counters a bit, back and forth the entire way, but just...
like the comparison.
Very smart play, though, by Iturbide.
Fine catch by Aratz. Hard throw to the inside. Iturbide's on the wall.
Oh.
Difficult rebote to make. That's a 4th point for Lalu and Aratz. The fireballs, Lalu has the serve.
Yeah, that was right along the sidewall. Couldn't get a lot of power on it. Hooked it, just came up a bit short.
There's the backhand. By Ubia, backhand now by Aratz. Aratz to the inside. Ubia is there. Backhand from the 10 line. Aratz is right there. Here's the backhand. Iturbide cuts it off. Backhand low and hard, in and out of the cesta of Lalu. 4-4 is the score. Iturbide serves for the Chargers.
And another one, Lalu's trying to cut it off and make a play, but giving up points on the catch again.
It's like
Not a good recipe for success.
Lalu has the power, but I don't know what you're going to do with it
Right.
when you make that catch. You got Aratz back there. Now, if Aratz told him to go for it, that's one thing.
Right, he's at the 9 line, like backing up.
It's not like you're going to snap it. I mean, it's
Might
possible.
not have full
but
control of that ball. He's not going to float it up too high. I agree.
Lalu picks the serve, rifles the Costado back. Ubia makes the save. Good effort by Ubia to move out of the way. Here's the
really
backhand by Iturbide. What a catch. And return by Aratz. Backhand by Ubia. Aratz is there. Powerful backhand, clears the overhead screen. Rebotes all the way up to the 4 line. Turn wall to wall off the forehand of Iturbide. Big bounce, brought down by Ubia. Swing and a miss on the rebote. 5 points and a possible match point for Iturbide and Ubia of the Chargers.
You know, Lalu's going to throw that ball about 1,000 miles an hour, but I feel like I keep saying this, but at this level, throwing it hard doesn't necessarily work. You got to place the ball better. You got to throw a shot. You got to do something. If you just throw it hard to the inside, Ubia's proven time and time again he can make that catch today. After struggling in the first set.
Absolutely.
And Iturbide, one of the best catchers up in the front too, so.
Good hard serve by Iturbide, stopped by Aratz. Lalu from the 9 line. Powerful backhand, caught by Ubia. Ubia from the left side, wall to wall, out to the rebote. Lalu for the rebote, split placement. Taken on the bounce by Ubia. Ubia over the top, powerfully. Aratz is there. Backhand by Ubia. Aratz from the 12. Rebote, forehand by Iturbide, right up the middle. Aratz makes the catch. Iturbide back in there. Backhand from the 9 line. What a catch by Ubia, pulling it off the side wall. Rebote for Lalu. Powerfully thrown. Catch by Ubia. Rebote to the inside. Powerful forehand by Ubia, picked up by Aratz at the 13 line. Lalu, fine catch, backhand from the 9. Hard throw, rebote for Iturbide, dropping and scoring. We're at 5-5 here in the second set. So it is possible set point for the Fireballs, Lalu and Aratz. Possible match point for Iturbide and Ubia of the Chargers.
That one came in on Iturbide very quickly.
Yes, it did.
Yeah,
Well, that's the whole thing with Lalu's throwing that we've seen since he first joined. It doesn't even often look like it's going that
effortless
fast. And
power.
it's a powerful serve by Lalu, caught in the backcourt by Ubia. Aratz on the catch, backhand from the 11 line. Aratz, midcourt, throw to the inside. Rebote by Iturbide. Lalu, eyes on the ball, makes the catch. Hard throw down low. Rebote coming in low. What a save, just narrowly missing Lalu. He makes the catch.
but right to
Iturbide
him.
with a great catch. Hard throw. Aratz alone to make the save. He does. Iturbide midcourt. Split placement will land in and score for the win.
What a
That is
way to
point,
end it.
set, and match for Iturbide and Ubia.
What a way to finish off another match there. And the Chargers, well, they make it 3-0, widening the gap over the Fireballs on this Friday night. Up next, Arruzzi and Cabrera take on Zuleika and Arta. Take a look at some replays here, Stu. This rebote almost killed Lalu, And this throw is the one that he'd like to have back anywhere but to Iturbide in the air. And you think that maybe the Fireballs could have pushed it to a third set.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
And then the splitter here, oh, it's so close, but it's just in. You can see in that replay.
Now they're looking, is it worth replaying or not?
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the Sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we celebrate the World Jai-Alai League's commitment to giving back to our community through its impactful charitable program this Battle Court season. The Fireballs are playing on behalf of the Slam Foundation, which advances learning opportunities for children from all walks of life through a national network of slam schools that prepares students for college and industry careers. The Chargers are playing on behalf of Earthbound Academy, a nonprofit organization dedicated to fostering a deep connection with nature and promoting sustainable practices. Earthbound Academy empowers participants to become global citizens concerned with the well-being of the planet and their peers. Let's give a big round of applause to these two remarkable organizations for the work they do every day to uplift our communities and protect our future. With that, let's bring in Iturbide and Ubia. Big match there for you guys, taking a 3-0 lead on the game day. Again, Iturbide was adjusting to a new piece of equipment. How was that transition for him? Because it didn't look like too much of a transition in the first couple sets.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that really quick, please? I'm hearing a voice in the back.
I'm seeing Iturbide's transition with a new cesta. How was that for him? Yeah.
I mean, I'll speak on his behalf.
Yeah.
He did great. I'll tell you what, it's not easy to transition from one basket to another, because if anyone that's read the compound effect, 1% is even a lot, right? And new baskets tend to be a lot more than that. He did a great job. I covered somewhat, but he was there to finish a huge percentage of the throws. Thanks to him, actually, I think we won, and bless him. Thank you.
Awesome, guys. Great start on the game day. See if you can keep it up next. Thank you.
All right, go Chargers.
Go Chargers. Division 3 doubles coming up. Urrutia and Cabrera will take on Zuleika and Arta. Urrutia and Cabrera 1-0 so far this regular season. Zuleika and Arta 0-1. Ready to go with match number 4. We are ready to begin our next match, Division 3 doubles. Representing the Fireballs, we have Urrutia and Cabrera. And for the Chargers, it's Zuleika and Arta. There's a serve, we begin. Big backhand there by Arta. Cabrera brings it in at the 12 line. Catch by Zuleika from the 9, sends it deep. Cabrera picks it off in the corner. Now Arta. Cabrera from the middle of the court. A running backhand, scooped up by Arta there at the 12 line. Back inside, Cabrera again. Communication, Zuleika gets in on the back end, up the middle. Now Cabrera crosses the wall deep. Arta's there. Tough pickup along the wall, and Cabrera floats one back. Past Arta, now Zuleika getting involved, sends the rebote over the top. Urrutia takes it off the wall. Forehand rebote, launched into the corner. Urrutia tries to get it inside, good range by Zuleika. Runs under the catch, plays it back to Cabrera. Arta now from the 11 line, wall to wall, rebote save. Here's Arta. Arta going up for it, knocked it down there at the 10 line. First point, our 4th match goes to the Fireballs.
Ball traveling right along the side wall. Arta getting his cesta up there, just not able to complete the catch.
That's a hard serve, crossing the wall. Arta stands in, makes the play. Now Cabrera from the 10. High to the inside, Arta takes it off the wall. Forehand up the middle. Zulaika on Cortada with a soft touch. Urrutia comes cross court to scoop it up. Now here's Arta, full windup. High off the front wall, Urrutia takes it in at the 9 line, blasts the backhand. Arta steps out of the way. Zulaika sends the rebote. This one hooked outside. Zulaika from the costado. Back to Cabrera. Nice scoop there at the 8. Low runner. Zulaika got there. Flips the backhand up to Cabrera's left side. Backhand 2-0.
Oh, no.
Zulaika read that one.
No.
Forehand crossing.
What a
It's
catch.
scooped by Cabrera. Zulaika again comes flying in. Makes a catch. Backhand clears. Urrutia rebote from the 7 line. A little too high. That's up in the overhead screen and out of play.
No, I was just thinking to myself, and also out loud into the microphone here, no. But there's a couple guys, like you don't want any of your opponents to catch your backhand 2-all. You definitely don't want Zulaika to catch it. But he didn't kill him with it, threw it hard back to the inside, and Cabrera caught it up nice, caught it nicely. Cabrera did call Urrutia off one catch, and Urrutia is just so confident on the inside up there around the 5-6 line when they're coming in. I mean, his position, one, he's got speed, and 2, positioning. We see that also with Alex from the Warriors, what we saw yesterday. Speed and positioning.
Cabrera gets it outside. Backhand scooped up by Arta. Deep in the backcourt. Plays it high and deep. Long rebote. Sent inside by Urrutia. Scooped up as Arta made his way back to the 13. Cabrera sends this one up high. Clears. Laika. Big return of his own. Wall to wall. Urrutia still going. Flips the wall. Arta steps up. Has it in the air. Forehand back inside. Long run for Urrutia again, but he saves another rebote. Big bounce. Controlled up high. There's Arta. Costado clips. Arta steps back. Now from the forehand. Urrutia takes it off the wall in the air. Backhand again. Opens up to the forehand. Arta once more. Same spot. Comes right to Urrutia this time. Costado inside, picked up on the bounce. Arta, high and deep. Cabrera out of the way. Urrutia saves the rebote. Caught by Arta, though, on the left side. Oh, beautiful catch, Cabrera up the wall, down with the ball, backhand floating. Arta gets it. Cabrera says it's coming out. Urrutia, big bounce on the return. Controlled up high again by Arta. Low backhand, Cabrera pulls it off the wall. He sends this one deep. Arta out of the way. Zulaika launches another rebote. Now Urrutia inside. Arta steps up. Rebote left side. This one even bigger bounce. Arta at the 12 controls another. Arta again. Same spot at the 12 line. Back inside, and Cabrera pulls it off the wall. Urrutia, powerful turn over the top, back to Arta's forehand. This one dropping low. Urrutia couldn't get there, and it's missed along the side wall. Perfectly placed to give the Chargers a 2-1 lead.
Same thing that happened to Cabrera to Arta before. Just crossing the side wall, just the perfect location to set up what is a very difficult catch.
Hard serve coming up the middle. Cabrera. Backhand inside, scooped up off the side wall. Here's Arta, delivers another one. Cabrera takes it off the numbers. He goes high and deep. A little too high. It's up and out of play.
That one really took off from the front wall, hit the overhead screen.
That's an overserve. Second one coming up. Second serve is good. Cabrera has to take it on the right side. Floats it up. Big bounce.
Oh, big bounce. That's true picada. My, oh, my.
That bounced up and scores 2-4, the fireball.
Didn't look like it. As it was coming out of his cesta, it looks like he was just throwing it back. When the ball takes a bounce like that, that's when you hear us talk, we rarely say picada, but that's that real big bounce. Usually the player's got to be in a specific position on the forehand to make it happen. Not there.
Powerful serve. Arta stands in, sends it back. Right to Urrutia. Oh, bullet. Zulaika went up for it. Clean miss. He stays with it. Saves the rebote. And a tip ball along the wall. Now by Urrutia. Leads back to 2 for the Chargers.
Urrutia was following the ball to where he thought it was going, but once you have to make a hop up like this, and he sees that he sees that he's at the 10 line. And, what a catch.
What a catch. 2-wall follows. Zulaika, what a save that was. He got it up in one fluid motion. Outside placement.
Oh, my
by
goodness.
Zulaika. The carom scores. Boy, not going to see much better play than that by Zulaika in the front. 5-2, possible set point for the Chargers. Well, 2 of the best catches of the night.
So the first one is, look, he really blasted this serve. Urrutia is committed. 2 alls. Zulaika's committed. Look at that. Just catch it, flip it back up to the front wall. Urrutia, we see it all the time, back to the outside. Often it scores, not to, wow. Didn't even touch to the floor. Karam comes up. Urrutia's fast, but he's not going to get to that one. Good.
That's an underserve. Second serve for Zulaika.
Ever since World Supercourt, just Zulaika has been stepped up into another notch here for Battle Court.
Second serve is good. Here's Cabrera. Low running backhand, scooped up off the side wall. There's Arta from the corner. Back to Urrutia. Low backhand again. Arta stops it from the 12 line. Cabrera puts it along the wall. Arta steps up. Ends this one high and deep. Urrutia still backpedaling up at the 4 line to the inside. Powerfully. Arta just did get to it in the air.
It's a great catch.
Another one coming back to Urrutia. This one on the wall. Just flicks it up. Zulaika backhand and a pass. Urrutia back in position. This one clips. It's a 2-wall. Arta on the back end saves the rebote. Good read. Zulaika didn't want it. Lets it pass to the backcourt now. Arta right into the corner. Rebote sent by Urrutia. Caught off the side wall. Arta again at the backhand. Dropping low. Cabrera now. Backhand 2-wall. That is 2 wide. Just out of play. Point and set. Zulaika and Arta win it 6-2. 2 minutes, we'll come back and play our second set.
So the first set of our 4th match taken by the Chargers. Zulaika and Arta. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida. Currently playing our 4th of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Focus on the almost entirely hooded Fireball squad there. That's Lalu closest to us. Takeda there. Takeda's ear. There you see Aratz giving some feedback. Some replays from that first set. Forehand rebote by Zulaika right off the tip of Urrutia's cesta. Again, frustrating. He sees that he's at the 10 line, pretty far back for the front quarter to be. Then this was just magnificent. Urrutia picks the serve, 2-wall. That was scoring, and Zulaika just snatched it away from the fireballs there. Urrutia back to the outside even harder. Zulaika catches this one in the air and snaps off a carom. that scores. That was just so well done, both by Urrutia and Zulaika, but specifically by Zulaika. Cabrera, backhand 2-all. I guess our friends in replay are throwing that in just in case I missed the first one. Yeah, losing a set to a backhand 2-all is, I don't know. There's not a rule against it, but it's just, you know.
It's really not good.
It's not pleasant.
No, and
I mean, neither is losing a set. I get that.
No,
but
neither is that scoreboard for the Fireballs. You see a lot in the right column and really nothing in the left. 3-0 game day score, 1-0 set score in the Chargers' favor.
And a very serious-looking Zulaika head back out to the court.
Yeah, he didn't even throw a Costado 2-all in that set. That's kind of scary if you're the opposition. Set 2 ready to begin. Fireballs, Urrutia and Cabrera serve. Urrutia serves. We begin with a powerful underserve. First fault. Second serve coming up. Oh, good stop by Arta. Came up and in on him. Backhand passes right off the bat. It's a save by Urrutia. Zulaika sends it deep. Coming way out. Up at the 4-line. Urrutia whips it inside. Great scoop by Arta, though.
Beautiful throw.
Oh, Cabrera. Fine catch there in the backcourt. Rips it off the wall. Arta from the outside. Backhand crosses. Urrutia there. Now Arta from the 12 line to the inside. Cabrera now. Backhand. From the 12 line. Gets it right into the corner. Zulaika's got to dig it out. Gets it to Urrutia. His inside placement comes up short. That's in the pad. First point to the Chargers, Zulaika and Arta.
The kill shot attempt, I mean, he really took a lot off of that to try to get to score. Urrutia looking a little frustrated. Cabrera trying to talk him out of his head.
Cabrera keeps it on the left side. Low backhand, scooped up all the way back in the corner there by Arta. Cabrera not going to let that one pass. Stops it overhead, back inside. Not a lot of space, but Arta gets it. This is coming way out. Urrutia just does get to it. Plays it up the middle. Zulaika has a hard forehand. It scores to the inside. Quick 2 points. Chargers lead the second set.
And Zulaika's definitely in the rhythm of the game, and Arta's making these great catches in the back. I mean, that's a good forehand rebote, but it's really more of a save. Nothing offensive about it. Right into the right side of Zulaika. He's going to punish you with it. That's exactly what he did there. Put the ball right between Cabrera and the side wall.
Arta steps up, makes a nice catch right along the wall. Backhand coming out to Urrutia. It's on the numbers. He flicks it up. Zulaika can get there. Arta, drop ball in the backcourt. Fireballs get one back. They'll serve.
Good concentration by Urrutia. Again, that's on the side wall. He just gets it back, but does it really well. Keeps it very much to the inside. That bounce at the side wall. It's scoring.
A hard serve, but under serve again. That is a first fault. Second serve coming up. That is another underserve, a double fault. Makes it 3-1, favor of the Chargers.
Never want to see that double fault on the serve.
Down a set. Yeah, have to be careful with Zulaika up there, but
Absolutely.
can't be giving many points away. Oh, Urrutia's got this one. Soft touch on the forehand, and Arta gets there before the second bounce. Terrific read. Long backhand coming out, saved on the rebote by Urrutia. Arta, powerful return. Cabrera picks it off the wall. Arta, great stop back at the 13 line. Urrutia climbs the wall and comes down with the ball. Now Zulaika, flying catch at the 8. Backhand up the middle. Rebote for Urrutia. He sends it to the outside. Zulaika, great read. He snatched it up. Now Cabrera tries to drop it at Arta's feet. He steps up. Hard backhand inside. Now Cabrera deeper at the 13. Backhand comes in high, clears the overhead screen. Zulaika turns it low and hard. It's dropping. It's saved by Urrutia. Big bounce. Arta all alone.
Great catch.
He stops it outside. Forehand crossing the wall. Urrutia makes the catch. Back inside. Arta backing up. He makes a nice scoop overhead. Oh, what a tough grab by Cabrera as that crossed late. Now Zulaika in the front court from the 9 line. High and hard. It's on the wall. Urrutia turns it powerfully. Now Zulaika, that caught the corner. Nice scoop. Inside placement again. It's dropping low. Arta, rebote save. Another forehand for Urrutia. This one even harder. It scores. Great point. Fireballs with 2.
Urrutia just switched into another gear there on that point. Just anything that was within his reach, just he grabs. I mean, so rebote save here. He's up there at the 4 line. Blasted inside, scores. And the 2 catches before that, equally difficult. Down by 1 in the second set.
Arta rips that one off the wall. Back inside. Cabrera runs under it. Tough play along the wall. Zulaika stops it, sends it high and deep. High bouncing rebote. Oy. Too high on the return by Urrutia. Leads back to 2.
Yeah, this is a tough position for the Fireballs.
Yeah, Cabrera.
Both of them seem more consumed by the score than heads in the game.
Yeah. Well, Cabrera just constantly telling Urrutia to just rein it in, calm down, trying to push down in the game day, down in the match, but you got to get point by point. Cabrera, good stop outside. Delivers that low runner, but Arta's there to scoop it up.
What a
Urrutia
catch.
flying, catch at the 10 line, hard backhand follows. Rebote on the wall, launched up there by Zulaika. Cabrera stops it. On the bounce, Urrutia picks it up. Costado, hard to the inside. High scoop. Arta got it on the forehand. Rebote turned over the top. Zulaika goes up for it, cuts it off. Backhand dropping for Cabrera. Rebote forehand a little too high. Thrown by Zulaika there. That kicked up and out of play. Fireballs with 3 points. Chargers have 4.
Rare unforced error there by Zulaika, again trying to get the ball back past his opponents, but just setting it a little too high and doing so.
Hard serve, that scores. 4-4 is the score. Urrutia serves again.
He packs such power in that frame. No shortage of power between Urrutia and Lalu for these Fireballs.
Hard serve, Arta's got this one though. Didn't let it cross the wall. Back up the middle now, Cabrera. Floats it up, puts it on the numbers. Arta steps away, Zulaika turns the rebote over the top. Back to Cabrera's left side. Good catch by Cabrera. Backhand right along the wall. Arta stops another one. Cabrera able to pass from deep in the backcourt. Zulaika just does get out there. Leaves a tougher Bote, dropping for Urrutia. Arta from the 10, backhand, caught the corner. Urrutia goes up. Costado hooked it up the middle.
Oh, what
he
a
was
catch.
screened, but still made the catch. Cabrera puts it back inside. Zulaika, hard throw. Pass Cabrera. Urrutia drops her Bote inside. Arta again picks it up on the bounce. Powerful backhand. Urrutia by the 5 line gets up there. It comes to Zulaika's Costado. Back inside. It's dropping, and Cabrera gets up to it. Another chance for Zulaika on the forehand this time. Low and hard. It scores. Powerful throw makes it 5-4. Possible set. A possible match point.
Intense point. Intense match. Chargers with a chance to close it out here in the second set. Zulaika and Arta. Zulaika has this serve. Imagining Urrutia up there. He's going to be tempted to go for it. By go for it, I mean go for the serve. Let's see what Zulaika does with this first serve. If he goes particularly hard. Cabrera basically just signaling to him like, hey, let it go.
Cabrera gets it on the outside, puts it just above the pad. It scores. So, great throw there. Ties it at 5-5. It is possible match point for the Chargers and set point for the Fireballs.
Really perfectly thrown by Cabrera back to the inside. Gets assessed on this. He keeps it low just above the pad, along the side wall the whole way. Zulaika's looking for this serve big time. Not going to get it.
Our
What a
serve,
catch.
what a stop by Arta. Powerful backhand. Urrutia, nice catch inside at the 9. Bote comes shooting off the wall. Zulaika gets it up, but Urrutia's got a chance. Attacking with the forehand, whips it inside. Catch by Zulaika. And it scores for the win. Point, set, and match. The Chargers keep it rolling with their 4th match in a row on this game day. Another tight one. 5-5 goes the Chargers' way. Zulaika and Arta improved to 1-1 with that win. Up next, Lalu and Ikeda take on Iturbide and Bradley.
Here we have replays. Such a beautiful serve by Urrutia. Got it to 5-5, I believe. That's what got it to 5-5?
That was a little earlier. What a tough catch. I mean, Cabrera coming across.
Maneuvering around Cabrera beautifully. Zulaika on the right side. Just a lot of power coming back into that corner. And here we have the practice for the next match, doubles match. There you see the game day scoreboard. Chargers having won all 4 of the 6 games so far.
Yeah, with 4-4 in match number 5 coming up next. Lalu and Ikeda against Iturbide and Bradley. And both of these teams you see out there on the court. We'll get back to that, though. They're undefeated. Look at those standings, though. The Devils, after yesterday, still the only team without a point. The Chargers will be moving up into a tie for first place after tonight. And if they keep winning these matches, that will affect a tiebreaker potentially at the end of the season. It's total matches won that is the first tiebreaker. We're going to hear from our winners now, Zulaika and Arta. There they are. Congratulations, guys. This is a team that's been playing together the last couple seasons for the Chargers. When things are going well, what's the key for you guys?
The key tonight was to build confidence on ourselves. This week on Tuesday, we didn't have our best day on the court. The season, that gives you a new opportunity every time you come to the Fronton. So today, I'm happy because we took advantage of that opportunity today. I'm very happy also for Arta. He played an awesome singles game and the doubles game as well. So feeling optimistic, looking forward.
Yeah, it was a great response after the game day earlier this week. Great job, guys, and good luck the rest of the way tonight.
Thank you, guys. Let's go Chargers.
We'll see Lalu and Ikeda up against Iturbide and Bradley. Just a couple seconds away from the start of that Division 4 doubles match. Iturbide and Bradley, an experienced team, played together for the Chargers back a few seasons ago. Lalu and Ikeda newly paired up. And we've seen the power from Lalu up there in the front. Going to be a test for Bradley, see if he can handle all that. Ready to go with match number 5.
We are ready to begin our next match between Lalu and Ikeda for the Fireballs. Iturbide and Bradley for the Chargers. Lalu has the serve. Lalu serves, we begin. Bradley from the forehand at the 10 line. Here's Ikeda. Iturbide, backhand at the 8. Lalu is there. Rebote forehand by Iturbide. Ikeda from the 8 line. Backhand. To the forehand to Bradley. Bradley from the 10. Bradley back against the back wall, trying to get this off. It's going to land out of play. First point of this match goes to Lalu and Ikeda of the Fireballs. Just ran out of court.
Yeah, it was a great effort, but ran out of space. Didn't have full control of it early, so that's why you see him hold on to it till the last second and still pushed it wide.
Bradley from the forehand. Lalu calls for it. Rebote inside. Iturbide takes it on the bounce. Drop shot, read by Lalu. Lalu powerfully to the inside, where it scores. 2 points for Lalu and Ikeda of the Fireballs. Lalu serves.
Yeah, and Bradley's going to have to prove that he can make that catch when Lalu powers it inside. And we don't see Lalu throw a ton of 2-walls. He's just going to throw it as hard as he can, force the back row to make those catches. We saw in the first match here against Bradley, that could be a successful formula, although he's had a great start to this season.
Bradley from the right side. Straight back. Catch by Ikeda. Rebote forehand by Lalu. Caught in the air by Bradley. That ball came off the side wall. Comes out of the cesta. That's a point for Iturbide and Bradley of the Chargers. Iturbide will serve.
Just a little Magic City bounce there. Came up and in on Ikeda and hard to adjust at the last moment.
There's the backhand by Ikeda. Iturbide back at the 10 line. Backhand to the inside. Ikeda's there. Bradley moving to the outside, makes the catch. Hard throw on the return. Ikeda, forehand at the 10. Here's the backhand by Ikeda, powerfully thrown. Bradley takes it at the 11 line. Iturbide from the 8. Backhand by Ikeda. Rebote left side by Iturbide. Lalu has it on the forehand. Right side thrown low and hard and stopped by Bradley. Rebote left side by Lalu. Bradley takes it on the bounce. Fine catch. That forehand gets away from him. Hits out of play. Third point for Lalu and Ikeda of the Fireballs. Lalu serves.
I can imagine the Fireballs don't want to give Iturbide any opportunities up there on the front court. They're very content with playing these long rallies, keeping Bradley involved inside and letting him beat you deep in the backcourt. We know the damage that Iturbide can cause, and it's pretty significant.
Ball under serve. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Bradley makes a difficult catch. Hard forehand. Thrown to pass. Powerful forehand now by Bradley. Caught in the air by Ikeda. Ikeda to the inside. Iturbide. Backhand from the 8. Difficult catch made in the backcourt. That backhand clears the overhead screen. Lalu from the forehand at the 9 line. Hard to the inside. Scoop by Iturbide. 2-all by Iturbide is out. A 4th point for the Fireballs. Lalu and Ikeda. Lalu serves.
Well, would have been a tough catch for either of the Chargers. Iturbide stepped in front of it, made a fine scoop. But again, to throw a 2-all after that scoop, very difficult combination. He pushed it well wide of the court.
Bradley moves to the outside, will not make the catch. That's a 5th point for Lalu and Ikeda of the Fireballs. Lalu serves.
A little bit of an unfortunate bounce there. Kicked well to the outside. Bradley trying to get under it, but ball just wants to come out of the basket with so much spin.
Robote. 2-all stopped, but not held on to. That is point and set to Lalu and Ikeda of the Fireballs. 2 minutes goes on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
(6-1). Lalu and Ikeda win that opening set. First set we've seen go the Fireball's way in a little bit on this game day. It's been, what, 3 or 4, 5 points, and it's just all of them have seemed to go the Chargers' way. And finally get a match where the Fireballs are in control, 6-1.
Good effort by Bradley there. He just got trapped against the back wall early. Lalu moves in, has it. Powerful Costado straight back on the inside. Right at Bradley's feet, not able to bring it in.
Lalu's power is a difference maker in this division. You know, Division 1 and Division 2 rather. You got some higher quality players sometimes, not as difficult, but here, I mean, you can blast it inside and you see it work for him there. 6-1. And some great backcourt support from Ikeda too.
There have Joseph. I was trying to see what that was on the front of his hoodie, but it's some type of highlight graphic.
Yeah, it is, right?
I'm familiar with many of the highlight graphics that are out there, not that one. Andrew, why don't you see if you can get the... Nah, I don't wear hoodies. I'm just kidding.
We'll ask him. We'll get you some info for the next.
Where did you acquire such a hoodie? Over on the DraftKings half of the player's cage? I don't know if that's a thing, but that's where the sign is, so
yeah,
it's a thing now. See Bradley getting some feedback from Ubia.
And you knew it was just going to be a tougher matchup here than the first one for Bradley in the back. So see what they can do to come out in the second set. When this team has had success, I mean, Iturbide's really opened things up in the front court. He didn't have really any opportunities in the first set. So kind of like we saw Arta in that singles match, you just got to open it up and hey, see what happens. Worked out for him there. See if the Chargers can push it to a third set. Although they've already wrapped up the game day, you see that score, 4 wins in as many opportunities. And then the final match will be Arats against Zuleika in singles. So, and one more Zuleika won both of those matches last year. Got to give them the advantage.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our second set. Iturbide has the serve for the Chargers. There's a serve. We begin. Catch by Ikeda, backhand from the 12 line. Ichibide from the Costado. Excellent catch by Ikeda. Powerful backhand. Caught by Bragley deep in the backcourt. Rebote left side by Lalu. He makes the save. Big bounce. Ichibide lets it pass. Ichibide now from the 8 line to the inside. Caught by Ikeda. Here's a catch by Bragley. Ball tipped. First point of the second set goes to Ichibide and Bragley of the Chargers.
Well, just an old habit for Ikeda. Just takes his eye off of the ball every now and again, and just kind of a matter of if, you know, or when, not if, you know. And got one there to begin set 2.
There's the backhand by Ikeda to the inside. Scoop by Bragley.
Great catch.
That 2-all is out. 1-1. Lalu serves.
And look, Bradley has proven over his career that he can make that catch
absolutely.
in combination with the carom to follow. So, hey, you don't mind it. Keeps the defense honest at the very least.
Ikeda from the 10 line to the inside. Here's the backhand by Lalu. Ikeda on the catch, backhand from the 12. Powerfully thrown. Rebote saved by Lalu. Lots of traffic there around the 10 line. Bragley makes the catch. Forehand. Straight back. Ikeda makes the play. This ball's still in play. Lalu makes the catch. Drop shot. Ichibide gets to it. Philo will score. 2 points for Ichibide and Bragley. Ichibide serves.
Yeah, not the best drop shot we've seen from Lalu. Still bouncing pretty high up there. Yeah, kind of got caught maybe between a few shots. Bouncing by the 5. Ichibide straight outside with it.
See Bragley time back into his cesta. Usually he does it while seated. Again, Bragley, with all that power that he generates, needs his hand in there really, really, really solid. A particularly tight tie.
Very. You were saying he's one of the players that if he gets a good tie, he could leave it in all match.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Here's a catch by Ikeda, backhand to the inside. Ichibide back at the 10 line. Ball tipped in the backcourt. It's 2 points for Lalu and Ikeda. Lalu serves. So if he feels that he's being interfered with, he's got to stop and not go for the ball.
No, that's exactly right.
The ace will come in and score. That's a 3rd point for Lalu and Ikeda. Lalu serves.
Well, Bradley committed to taking that serve on the right side, but it's coming in so powerfully that it doesn't really drop. It stays the same height as it crosses the wall, and he's just really not in a position to make that type of catch with his right side.
Powerful forehand. Rebote, saved by Lalu. Ichibide grabs it down low. Costado inside. Ikeda reads it, moves up on it, takes it in the air. Bragley for the catch. Backhand from the 10. Lalu, Rebote to the inside. Rebote forehand. Caught by Iturbide. Iturbide to the inside. Scoop. High on the left side of Ikeda. Lalu calls for the rebote. Puts it high and inside. Here's Bragley on the bounce. Catch on the forehand of Lalu. Cortada stopped by Iturbide. Ikeda on the forehand from the 11 line. Right side gets away from Ikeda. Hits the overhead screen. 3-3. Iturbide serves for the Chargers.
And Ikeda doesn't have overwhelming power, so tries to get all he can behind this throw to pass and not give it to Iturbide up there in the front, but again, finally one getting away from him.
Ikeda with a fine catch. There's the backhand. Iturbide. Low runner to the inside. Scoop by Ikeda. Big backhand. That touched the overhead screen, which is out of play. 4th point for Iturbide and Bragley of the Chargers. They serve.
Tough. I mean, back-to-back mistakes, and now Chargers take the lead in late in the second set.
Lalu takes the serve mid. Court placement stopped by Bragley. Rebote saved the inside. Here's Iturbide from the 4-line. To the inside he goes. Ikeda, what a catch. Backhand, straight back. Caught by Bragley. Rebote to the inside and scoring. 4-4 is the score. Lalu has the serve.
Not a lot of communication there by the Chargers. It was right along the wall. Iturbide, again, looked like he made a move like he was going towards the ball and then kind of stopped. That tripped up Bradley. Just got the second bounce. Oh, juggled it.
5 points for Lalu and Ikeda off that serve. This is possible match point for the Fireballs.
Yeah, that was a juggle off the serve. You could see it pretty significant. He did catch it, but
just couldn't hold on to it or control it.
Coming in low to his right side.
Bragley from the forehand. Lalu is there. Backhand. Wall to wall and out to the rebote. Forehand rebote by Iturbide. Caught by Ikeda. Ikeda goes to the inside. Bragley backs up. Iturbide calls for it. Right up the middle. Caught by Lalu. Costado by Lalu. Rebote saved by Iturbide. High scoop is tipped. 5-5. So this is possible set point for Iturbide and Bragley, which would force a third set. Still possible match point for Lalu and Ikeda.
The Fireballs just have to talk. I mean, that's a ball that Ikeda can make a pretty simple catch on, and one that's very difficult for Lalu.
Here's the catch by Ikeda. Here's the backhand. Rebote's dropping, saved by Lalu. Iturbide attacks, winds up. Powerful Costado caught in the air by Ikeda. Ikeda powerfully from the forehand. Bragley backs up and makes the catch. Lalu on the rebote. Crossing the side wall. What a catch by Bragley deep in the backcourt. Ikeda, forehand at the 10 line, over the top, to the inside. Iturbide's there. Ball's on the wall. Lalu makes the save. Iturbide with a fine catch at the 9 line. Ikeda, forehand. Ikeda takes this on the bounce. Forehand over the top to the inside. Bragley's there. Catch by Lalu. Outside placement by Lalu will bounce twice and score. Point, set, and match in straight sets to Lalu and Ikeda, who take that one 6-5.
Yeah, first shot we saw in the outside placement finishes off the Chargers in straight sets, 6-1, 6-5. Much needed win for the Fireballs. They're on the board with Division I singles to close out the day. Next, that's Aranza against Zuleika. Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there. Blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got it. Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an
by
amazing
Douglas. So Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one.
Look at Undo. No, Undo's selling that. Look at that. Undo's in the crowd. Undo's on the court. Who knew?
Let's take a look at some replays there from set number 2. Iturbide moving up beautifully, tracks down the drop shot, just whips it outside. Won't take cover.
Yeah, you can't look at him saying nothing you can do about that, really. This was that interference now.
Yeah, got in the way, but still made a play on it.
Exactly, had to stop right there if he wanted to. It's a little difficult to do when you're mid-catch, but...
Here's the final throw. Walu, outside placement.
What a time to throw it.
Yep. Really well done. And gets the Fireballs their first win of the game day. There they are, Walu and Ikeda. Ikeda transitioning this season to the backcourt. How has that been going for you now, playing both teams in the back?
I know it has been awesome. Playing with Lalo in the front has been a lot easier just to adjust to this position that is so hard.
Yeah, and coming into this spot, team down 4-0, how desperately did you guys need to win to get some life back into the team?
You know what? I talked to Lalo, this is like, you know what? The day might be over, but let's go for the win. You know, let's go for try it out one more, and we got the win.
Awesome, guys. Great win for you, and good luck the rest of the game day and the season. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Amor, te amo.
One match left. Division I singles. We'll see Arats against Zuleika. Arats 0-1 to begin this regular season. Zuleika's 1-0. Last year, Zuleika won both of the matches played. Looking to extend that streak right here. Game day is already wrapped up in favor of the Chargers. But again, at the end of the year, those tiebreakers come into effect. These matches could be the difference. Arats serving to Zuleika to close out the day. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our final match of the game day, Division I singles. Representing the Fireballs, we have Arats. And for the Chargers, Zuleika. Arats serves. We begin with an over serve. First fault, second serve coming up. Forehand Bote picked off there by Zuleika. He powers it inside, crossing the wall. It scores to open up his final match. Zuleika, first point.
Arats is as good as anybody at making those catches right there at the side wall. Arats coming out saying there's an issue somewhere, getting the chief judge's attention. Not sure what it is. Want to interfere with play.
Backhand passes Zuleika, comes out to the rebote, drops it inside with the bounce. Arats runs under it, nice catch. Strong backhand follows Zuleika at the 8 line, sends it back inside. Rebote, 2-wall, not opening enough. Zuleika gets it, takes a look, sends a carom. That'll score.
Arats knew that it was coming. He got out there. He got assessed on it, but it just tipped.
I don't know if Linda had that shirt or if he bought that shirt there too. I'm guessing it's local.
Scoop missed up in the front by Arats as he advanced on it. That's 3 in a row for Zulaika to open up this first set.
Zulaika with a high degree of concentration. Arats missing balls that we're not used to seeing. I mean, his court positioning is spot on. Nothing's been easy about them. See if he can get back in.
That one into the corner again. Rabote left side. Big bounce scooped up there by Arats. Display at the 10 line. Sends it deep. Rabote forehand. Launched up there by Zulaika. Arats steps back, brings it in. Backhand 2-wall. Not enough. Zulaika faked the carom, put it inside, and it's 4-0.
That fake is important because Zulaika throws a lot of caroms. Shots off that forehand. So it looks like he's going to throw one. You have to pay attention to the outside. Backhand 2-all, caught in the air. Saw Arats reacting to the fake, then trying to get back inside, not making it. 4-0 first set.
Rabote forehand saved by Zulaika. Arats from the costado to the inside. Got him. Just did beat him there. That's a point for Arats. He's on the board. Nice catch inside by Arats. He sends it deep. A little too high. It's in the overhead screen and out of play. 5 points, possible set point for Zulaika.
Unforced error by Arats, trying to get the ball back. Hits the overhead screen.
High bouncing serve, Arats leaping catch in the corner. Backhand inside, Zulaika brings it in. Nice backhand there, hits off the wall. Rabote forehand, sent up the middle. Arats stays with it, returns a 2-wall. That's too wide. Point and set. Zulaika wins it 6-1. 2 minutes, we'll play set 2.
See if Arats comes back and is able to regain his composure. Yeah, there's a distraction of sorts on the outside that Arats took issue with. And I think he's making his displeasure known. And good for Arats. And he seems over it, and now he's back with his team.
Yeah, I mean, if there's any displeasure, you know, sometimes you got to get it out. You just got to be heard, and that's it. You know, you move on.
Look, you just tell the guy, look, shut up. I'm trying to catch the ball. Shut up. How about I play highlight, you watch highlight, and if you're happy, you let me know that way. And if not, shut up. Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Just a humble suggestion on my part.
It's humble?
Just a suggestion.
Well, you know.
And everybody leaves his friends. Zulaika, unbothered by any distractions.
Well, Zulaika's had a great day today, winning already.
Executive
with
producer Lindsay very much into the music in-house tonight. There's a lot going on at all times here. So, you guys really got to come in on a Friday night.
She can, dance,
yes.
but I can't.
No, you can't.
All right.
No, you can't. Are you a highlight announcer or are you a professional dancer?
That's it.
No, I just need an answer. Do you want to be a dancer or an announcer? You can choose. You can be one or the other. You can't be both.
If I can talk and,
Nope, that doesn't count. No, because you're jiving to the music or something, and it's just not right. So, no. You want to switch places with the executive producer?
No,
I got no problem with that.
I'm having a great time still.
Unless, of course, she starts to dance and announce, then, back to the highlight. About 15 seconds.
Yeah, Zulaika looks focused, and all business are the Chargers. Looking for another championship here, and
you know, after losing 5-1 last time out, I mean, what a way to respond here. A chance to give it right back to the Fireballs with a 5-1 win if Zuleika wins just one of these next 2 sets. There's a serve by Aratz. We begin with an ace.
No better way to come back than with an ace to start things off.
High bouncing serve, handled off the wall. Here's Zuleika. Passing early on, Aratz just does get out there, turns the rebote up above his head. From the 9, backhand, dropping low. Aratz makes a play on it. Tough catch along the wall, kind of slipped a bit, still made it. Aratz, inside placement. Oh, Zuleika read him the whole way. Whips the forehand low and hard.
Scoop.
Scooped up by Aratz. Nice rebote there by Zuleika into the corner. It's dying. Aratz just lays it up. Zuleika takes a look. Karam from the 6 line scores. Perfect shot there. We're tied 1-1.
Aratz definitely seeming a little bit more fired up after that scoop.
And a nicely thrown Karam. Zuleika stops the backhand, plays one back, right into the corner, saved by Aratz, but Zuleika steps in front of it. Costano puts it back inside, there's the leaping catch. Zuleika high to the inside, looking for a bounce. Aratz runs under it, shoots it outside, but not enough. Zuleika, there's another Karam. That will score.
Andrew, Aratz almost this isn't the one. He makes this catch, shoots it back. Zuleika makes the scoop, throws the Karam. Aratz goes the outside. Who's that guy sitting out there? Oh my goodness, he almost takes out part owner of the Fireballs. Oh, we can't have that. Aratz, you need to protect ownership, not jump into their laps when they're watching you play.
That's an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Rebote forehand played inside by Zuleika. Catch there by Aratz. 2-all opens and it scores. The lead's up to 2. Zuleika 3-1.
Beautiful 2-all. It's been rather dangerous up in the front court. Both on, front court Judge went down earlier, and then Fireball owner, just trying to enjoy some highlight, winds up with one of his Division I Fireball player in his lap.
Outside placement attempt is outside of play. Aratz gets his second point and the serve.
Zuleika's got a couple points to play with there, but that one was really outside. Like it hit the screen before it touched the floor.
Ball to wall from the left side, Aratz. Well, that one caught the corner. Zuleika, inside placement. That's a long run. He's not gonna get there. 4-2 for Zuleika.
Did get the tip of his cest on it, or appeared to get the tip of his cest on it.
Careful serve crossing the wall. Rotz keeps it on the backhand. Lays it up. Pass Zulaika. Comes out on the right side. Rabote stopped overhead. Good catch by Rotz at the 11 line. Zulaika launches at Rabote. Not a lot on it. Rotz returns a 2-wall. It 2 bounces there. That will score for Rotz 3 points in the serve.
Yeah, those 2 bounces, who were they catching earlier? Was it Rotz in his first match? Yeah, well, Lalu and Rotz. Remember, he got caught by 2 of them. Zulaika by that one.
What a big backhand there. Rotz backpedaling quickly. Just does get out to it. Right to Zulaika's Costado, though. Hard inside of Rotz. Great read. Oh, didn't get a lot of power on that one. Zulaika comes cross court. Sends it back. Rabote played up the middle. Zulaika now with a forehand. Low and hard to the inside. Scoop by Rotz. Beautiful catch. Zulaika turns it over the top. Big bounce.
Tough
crossing
one.
the wall. It's a great snag again. Inside placement. Long run. He's not going to get there. 4-4 is the score. A Rotz serve.
Can never count Rotz out. I mean, never. Slower start than we're used to seeing from him in the first set. Not the second set. Once he confronted the distraction.
Back into the inside. Here's a Rabote forehand over the top. Scoop by Rotz. 2-wall. It opens and it scores. Steeks by Zulaika there. That's 5 points and a possible set point.
Let's see if he's able to fish it.
Beautiful 2-wall there, Stu.
Spot on.
Rotz finally gets one to land. Now he's got a possible set point. Big backhand there. It clears the screen. Rabote forehand to the inside. Rotz lets it pass. It's cutting inside, but he makes the save. Costado, 2-wall,
Beautifully
score.
done.
So we are tied up at 5-5. Possible match point for Zulaika and set point for Rotz. Five here, Stu. Comes down to this for Zulaika, looking to end it. Hard serve, crossing the wall, stopped by Rotz there. Backhand riding the sidewall, tough for Rabote. Rotz pushed it up the middle. Zulaika from the Costado, the 2-wall
Caught
is
the pad.
too low. Caught the top of the pad. We got a third set coming up. Just 2 minutes.
Wow. So Rotz fired up. There at the end of that, Zulaika trying to kill it with the 2-wall, just hit the pad. Pad is bad. That smile from Ikeda says everything that can't be said through the microphone. Here we have a beautiful catch by Zulaika back at the 11 line. Scoop by Rotz. Again, Rotz specializes in making those stops. This carom, just thrown perfectly by Zulaika, opens up and scores. Look at that focus by Rotz. Outside, that's exactly where you don't want it. Zulaika comes back with the carom. That's one we're talking about. Oh, that's the owner of the Fireballs with a face full of a Rotz. 2-all to score. Well done. Beautiful catch by Aratz here. And then puts it together with an equally good throw just out of reach of Zulaika. That will take us to the final point. This 2-all scoring for Aratz. Scoop by Aratz. And the 2-all beautifully executed and scoring. Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Zulaika very consistent with the banana in between sets. That potassium fill before the third and final set of the evening. About 10 seconds to go before we begin our third and final set of our final match for this Friday evening. Don't forget, we play Battle Court Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 5 p.m., Fridays at 7 p.m., and Fridays at 7 p.m. we are open to the public. As you might be able to tell by the background noise.
Been a lively crowd tonight, Stu.
Lively is one word for it.
And a pro Chargers crowd, too, we'll say.
That for sure.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to get Aratz fired up. I mean, it does. So if Aratz is bothered by
something off the court I didn't see. I'll go back.
That's all right. I think he made his position now.
There's a serve by Zulaika. Third set begins with an overserve. It's first fault, second serve coming up. Backhand to the inside, pulled in by Zulaika, shoots a 2-wall, but it sails out of play. That gives Aratz here the first point of our final set. High bouncing serve taken in by Zulaika. Plays it up the middle. Long rebote coming out. Aratz at the 6 line. Just drops it inside. Picked up. Here's Zulaika. Rebote forehand. Cut off by Zulaika. Gets the backhand off quickly. Trying to pass. No, Aratz not going to let him. Good stop overhead. Rebote forehand launched. Dropping into the corner. Aratz has to come back.
Great
Shoots
shot.
a 2-wall, but it's not going to be enough. Zulaika takes a look, whips it inside to score. We're tied 1-1.
It was a very nice 2-all thrown by Aratz. Zulaika was right there, though. Returns it hard from the forehand. Crossing and scoring.
Aratz picks that one up off the floor from deep in the backcourt. Rebote now for Zulaika, powered inside, picked off by Aratz. Rebote forehand, played inside again. This one dropping. Aratz 2-wall, trying to get it over Zulaika's head. He does not. Fake the carom, put it back inside. Look at that reach. Good control. Zulaika just did get it to pass. Aratz plays the rebote, but Zulaika's got the costado inside. That scores. 2-1 lead for Zulaika.
That's a tough one. Zulaika, when he's winding up like that, looks like he's going to throw the 2-wall. Again, he faked on the carom earlier. That one faked on the costado 2-wall. Aratz, one of two choices, inside or outside.
That's an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Little bullet to the inside, picked off the wall of Rotz. High and deep. Zuleika stays at the 9 line, waiting for the rebote. Plays it back inside of Rotz. Costado inside. Rebote coming, but he's not going to get there. Now 2-2, tied up.
Looked like what could have been a little bit of contact between the players, but still, player with the ball, if he did feel that there was interference, would have to ask for interference before he throws it. Two-two in the third and final set.
Powerful throw, taken right off the sidewall. Rotz lines it up, sends the backhand wall to wall. Now Zuleika, big rebote follows. 2-wall, shot, but not enough. Zuleika gets there, forehand. Whoa, and
what
hard,
a catch.
but it's scooped, didn't cross the wall, and Rotz made the play. Zuleika, high clip. On the bounce of Rotz, throws a drop shot, got the first bounce, and the second to score. 2 bounces ruled, and our Rotz is back in front.
So, 2 bounces counted against Rotz in the third match on the game day. 2 now going in his favor. You see what happened there? That was not juggling. It's called a Apollo catch. We don't try to distract you with too many of those gross details in the highlight. But basically, the ball is caught on the frame of the cesta and rolls in without bouncing. That's legit.
Zuleika plays it high up the middle. Rotz has a chance at this rebote to the inside. It scores! Rotz staying in it here, now a 2-point lead.
I'll tell you, Rotz has got his team behind him as well. There are 3 fireballs standing at the cage. I think asking to talk with someone in the audience. The fireballs would like to have a conversation with you.
Zuleika comes out with the right side, whips the forehand past to Rotz, lines up the rebote, that 2-wall opens. Oh, not enough, Zuleika. There's a carom from the outside, that scores. 3-4, Zuleika gets one back here. Zuleika will serve.
Good carom by Zuleika. Rotz tries to get out there. It's in the screen just before he can get his cesta there.
That's an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Rebote forehand. Turn to the inside, saved up the middle by Rotz. Nice scoop by Zuleika. Inside placement will tie it up. 4-4 is the score. Zuleika serves.
He sold it. He sold the 2-all again. To the inside he went.
The inside placement right there. He had so much space. He sold that fake beautifully still. Arats backed up to the glass. Backhand 2-wall, kicks up and out of play. Had him, but it kicked wide. So that's 5 for Zulaika. He's got a possible match point.
I understand you going for the shot. He's playing singles. It's yours to make. Try to keep it in bounds.
Big backhand. Just does clear Zulaika. Oh, he just launched a rebote. It's cutting inside Arats. Makes the save. Not past Zulaika. What a fine catch overhead. This one right along the wall. Arats stops another one. Backhand coming in high and hard. It clears the screen. Rebote forehand. Into the corner. Cutting inside Arats. Leaping rebote. Before it crossed the wall. Zulaika takes a look. Low and hard again.
Beautiful scoop.
By Arats. Backhand 2-wall. This time it's
what
in,
a scoop.
but Zulaika scoops it. Oh, the carom caught the top of the pad on the way back down. As you know, any part of the pad is bad, so we are at 5-5 in our third set. This is match point.
What a way to finish the game day,
last point of the game day.
Backhand 2-all, but Zulaika gets to it. Beautiful scoop by Zulaika. Karam read by
top of the pad.
Arats, but caught the pad.
High bouncing serve. Zulaika takes it in the corner. Backhand, it's on the wall. Arats flicks it up there. Zulaika waiting patiently at the 8 line in the costado. Split placement, stopped by Arats. His forehand, low and hard. Will score
for the win.
Point, set, and match. Arats takes it in 3 sets, winning the final set 6-5. Chargers still win the game day, though, 4-2. Stay tuned, folks. We'll hear from Arats in just a few moments.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Go with some replays of that third set. We'll hear from Arats afterwards. Beautiful catch there as that one crossed the wall. And Arats there in the backcourt again. Fine catch close to the 11 line. Rebote left side clipped here. Arats makes that catch again. Drop shot, and you're going to see just does get the second bounce. Yep, see it clearly in the replay right there. Arats, good catch there deep in the corner. Backhand 2-wall. That was at 4-4. Kicked out of play. But he stuck with it late. You see here, this backhand 2-wall lands in. Zulaika goes for the carom, hits the top of the pad. And then at 5-5, 2-wall, Arats makes the stop, goes for the forehand inside, low and hard, and it scores for the comeback win. So joining us over in the DraftKings Players Cage after that win is the captain of the Fireballs, number 87, Arats, here with the winner of our last match. Arats, you seem fired up there. What was going on outside? You really seemed like you wanted to get that win.
Yeah, I was a little bit hard because the situation and all, and I want to win the last match, and that's it. I do all my best, and I got the win. It's a pity that we lose like a team, but we see the season is large, so I think that we are going to be there.
Yeah, and your singles game is continuing to improve. What were you happy about with your singles play in particular?
Yeah, I think that my rebote is going better a little bit, little by little, and that's it. I know the pelotar is too better. It's my second season playing the first division, so I think that that's it.
Awesome, Arats. Well, great win for you in the final match. Great playing today, and good luck the rest of the season. Thank you. That's going to do it for us today. Join us. We'll be back on Tuesday. It will be the Devils and the Cyclones. We continue on our fall season. Have a good week, folks. We'll see you Tuesday.